Okay, welcome to another good convo with Mansour. Today, I believe is from the west side of London as well. So we were always rivals at some stage. But I'm telling you right now, this guy's a problem. And when I say he's a problem, you're going to find out why I said that. But I've been saying this for a long period of time. And there's something about basketball players' mentality that we really believe we can do anything. And you'll see most of the people that I speak to, you'll find that they excelled in basketball, and that same mentality that they had to excel in basketball, it's literally when they pick something else up, the transition is just like, it's crazy, and they excel in something else. So for me, I want most of the young people who are watching this to just really understand the power of the mind. So anyway, without further ado, introduce yourself to the masses, please.
Well, thank you, mate. I think you've done the job for me, mate. That was I can't match that introduction. So thank you very much. Yeah, my name's Chai. For those of you who don't know me, those of you who do know me know I also go by another name, which is my fight name, which is Chopper Chai. And yeah, man, I'm an ex-basketball player, big time ex, because I don't play ball no more. But yeah, that's how we started our friendship. Was on them beautiful hardwood streets, the streets and the hardwood.
Me less streets, me more hardwood. I just like to put that out there right now. So one thing I like to do is I like to. There's the first part of the section is when I first met Mansour. So I hand it over to you. When is the first time we actually met? Can you remember?
Oh, mate, I don't even remember what I had for dinner. Like, I have got the shittest memory. It's so bad. No, but I remember. See, I knew about you before we actually met.
Are you serious?
Because you were quite a tough player, and I always remember like you were boys with like Pierre and them lot, which was more. That was you lot with the West London. I was south. Because I was like the Crystal Palace.
I thought you was West. Okay. I thought you was West, you know?
No. So Pierre was always the West. See, Pierre, the same thing with you guys. It was all a different mentality. The way we was all training was and brought up. I'm sort of suburbia, and you guys are all rough. You were playing rough. You lot were knocking people out with elbows and that grabbing rebounds. We didn't understand that in the South. So it was something we had to sort of grow into. And
you learned quick. And I tell you that, you definitely learned quick.
Yeah, well, mate, it was. Do you know what it was? I always remembered it was this one moment that changed everything for me, and I realised I had to get tough. Was I got elbowed? Who was it? I think it was Leon Bernard. Leon Bernard elbowed me and split my lip. I remember my teeth going through my lip. Not maliciously. Yeah, it just happened. And I remember that was like a turning, because we were all young, innit? We were like early teens. But I remember it was something like, because I was bigger. I'm like, I shouldn't be getting sort of muscled around. Leon was a bit older, which, and a lot more athletic. Ooh. But I remember that moment was, he was ridiculous for me. But that moment was a turning point for me. I was like, I got to get tough. So I got tough.
Oh, you got super tough. You got super tough. I believe the first time I actually met you, I actually didn't like you the first time I met you. It was in Crystal Palace.
Cheers, mate. Oh, yeah.
It was in Crystal Palace, right? So, and I'm going to be perfectly honest, yeah? So we're at Crystal Palace, and I think we were playing on the winner's court. So obviously, you know how like when you go to America, like, and most people know me, like, I go on like my shit.
You work your way up.
No, but I'm just saying, like, I know me. I know who Mansour is. But I know, like, when I was younger, I used to go on, like, my shit didn't stink. But it was more of the competitor edge. And we was just beating everybody, right? So I remember seeing you before, but we've never, ever spoken. But when you came on the court, I am not surprised you picked up MMA. When I heard you was doing MMA, I was like, that's what you should be doing. Because when you came on that court, I don't know who pissed you off, but you was determined to take us off the court. And it was me and Sean that time. And all I just remember, it was just like, I didn't feel like I was playing basketball against you. And I think he was guarding me as well. But it was just like, your presence, major pause right now. Your presence was felt more than enough. And they were just looking at you, and you just looked like you was ready to bite everybody's head off. Like, you wasn't even talking to your own teammates. You was just on one. And I was like, man, this guy's different, right? And I was just like, you know what? I think I would like to add to this story. We probably did beat you. Probably didn't. But it works out better if I say we won. But that was the very first time that I met you. But I knew you was just like solid. And then obviously after that, I think we played against each other's in the Midnight Madnesses, the other run. But that was literally the first time. And it was one of those Thursday runs. But you never used to come to these runs that often. And you just popped up that day. Because you know, like the summer, we normally have there's a group of people that used to hoop every summer, the regulars. But you wasn't, I don't remember you being a regular. I just saw you once. That was the only time I saw you. And then after that, we was all adults. Does that jog your memory a little bit?
Do you know what's mad? Do you know what's mad? See, that you sparked my memory there a little bit. When you said that it was the runs, yeah? Now, I know if I go through my Facebook, I got pictures, because I'm like I said, I probably only went there like, out of the whole summer, it would probably be like 2 or 3 times. Like, I wouldn't go that often. But there is definitely pictures from one of the times I was there. And I think that's the time you were talking about, because I remember I was on one. I remember being on one and being like overly aggressive. That's the thing. That's the time. I remember that time. I can't really see it.
Yeah, that's the one thing you can't see in the picture. If you can, that's the one. Nah, if you can, when we get off, send it through so I can add it to. I'll add it like, let me see. I'll add it here, right here. I'll add it here for that picture. Right, cool. But yeah, that was literally the first time I ever met you.
Yeah.
And it was funny though, but it was like, it felt good because you know me, I like. There's nothing more that I like than someone who wants to compete as much or more than me. To me, that's what's fun. So it was definitely enjoyable. But I know, you know, it's like at them runs. Everyone's against you until it's finished. So that was the first time I met you.
Of course.
So.